Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple. Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to one and all, and welcome to another broadcast here on the Kahok Sports Network. Got a little hockey action for you tonight as your Collegeville Kahawks get ready to take on the Columbia Eagles. And my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center. That is just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Season is winding down, kids. It'll be playoff time before you know it. Collinsville comes in with an overall record of 10-7-2. They are the away team here tonight under their first-year head coach Craig Duffy. Columbia is the home team. They are 7-11 this year. Alan Walk is their head coach. This is his first year as the head coach of Columbia as well. He's been an assistant for the Columbia Eagles since 2017, so he, like Craig Duffy, started off as an assistant and slide right in to the head coaching position. Kahawks, they have not played a game since January 9th when they beat Vianney 3-0 at the Fenton Forum across the river. They had a game against Granite City the next day, actually, that Collinsville had to forfeit due to too many players being out sick. Not enough players to put a team on the ice. It goes down as a 1-0 loss in the record books. That game was one day after, as I mentioned, that 3-0 win at Vianney. Collinsville only had 9 healthy players for that contest. Eagles, they are coming off back-to-back losses against 2 very good teams. A 6-4 loss back on the 5th of January to the Freeburg-Waterloo team, and a 5-2 loss to first place O'Fallon on Thursday. Columbia is now 1-3 in the month of January, with their lone win coming against Triad, a 3-2 win, all the way back on January the 3rd. Eagles, they did start off the season hot. They started off with a 3-game win streak, have not won 2 in a row since then. Columbia suffered through a 2-6 December that included 2 3-game losing streaks. Collinsville started one of those losing streaks with that win earlier this year. Eagles are trying to prevent their 3rd such losing streak tonight with a win against Collinsville. Collinsville, of course, trying to prevent that. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Craig Duffy, and we will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions. Kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than Elsie's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, Elsie's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. Elsie's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. Elsie's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And Elsie's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network, or indoors where it's cold. Time for a little pond hockey here at the old Metro Recplex. McKendree in O'Fallon is where we are as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Columbia Eagles. Joining us now is Collinsville's head coach Craig Duffy. Let's go backwards in time, Coach. Have not seen you since the 7-5 loss to Belleville here in this building. So let's start there. Man, that was a whale of an entertaining game. I know you guys lost, and as coaches, you don't look at it as being very entertaining, but that was an entertaining game.
It was. We kind of put ourselves behind the 8 ball right to start again with that same team. Put ourselves in a hole, battled back several times, had a lot of momentum, and then they just got the empty net again. So it was a similar story to the first time we played them.
Let's talk about a little particulars in there. Eric Denny with a hat trick. And again, I know it's in a loss, so you don't celebrate that much, but that's pretty cool.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Eric's a pretty competitive guy, and even though we didn't win the game, that's probably bothering him more than anything, and he didn't even think about the hat trick. But, no, we were pretty happy for him on the bench.
I'm sure that Landon Radel in goal wasn't very happy after that game. He allowed 7 goals on 28 shots. He's faced more shots than that before and has allowed like 1 goal.
Yeah, I think he had a couple goals he probably liked back. A little miscommunication with our D too, a couple times. Just kind of an odd first period all around. Not just Landon, but even the other players on the ice. We just weren't syncing up very well.
You guys actually had a chance to tie that game at the end.
Yeah, we did. We had all momentum going for us. We pulled the goalie, but turnover at the blue line when we should have gotten it deep and back of our net.
All right, let's go on to the next game, which I did not see, a 3-0 win at the Fenton Forum against Vianney. Tell us about that game.
That one was one we were very shorthanded. We only had 9 skaters, and we came out with a lot of steam, controlled the play early, got a couple goals early, and then pretty much controlled the momentum or the flow of the game for the rest of it. We had a short bench, so some guys had a little bit more ice time than normal, and they did well. They did very well. So it was a good game for everybody. We won 3-0, landed with a shutout.
Yeah, on 24 shots on goal, that's what I'm going at here. You know, you 24 shots on goal, don't allow a goal. 28 shots on goal, allow 7. What was the difference?
I think the quality shots were one of them. And then I think one of those things where the Monday game, he was in sync with everybody on the team, and everybody on the team was in sync with each other. And we were just better. Started better from the very beginning, and we didn't put ourselves behind the 8 ball.
All right, the game after that, well, there was supposed to be a game after that against Granite City, the reigning champions. Tell everybody what happened. You guys had to forfeit that game. I know no coach likes to forfeit.
No. We kind of knew what was coming our way with the Beyond the game with 9 skaters, with everybody else being out sick. And then early on Tuesday, we got the notice for a few more players being out. By 1 o'clock, we had to make a call. We only had 5 for the game, and that wasn't going to cut it. So we just called it forfeited. And we had a long weekend, recovery, some time off, get everybody healthy, ready to go here.
That's my next question. You know, it leads me right into that. How is everybody now?
I would say as a team, we're probably at 90-95%. So we're right about where we need to be.
All right, got all your players here? Nobody's off in like Minnesota playing in any tournaments?
We have one player that's not here. He's the one that's still recovering.
All right, talk to me about your All-Stars. I know that was just announced a couple of days ago. We're going to be doing the All-Star game. Talk to me about your All-Star selections.
Well, I felt that they were pretty easy for me to make. David and Andy Bennett have been solid all year. They're also two of our captains. They bring it every time. I never have to worry about that. Super competitive, play hard from the moment we start till we end. Tanner Bettis, also very skilled forward, great skater, can change the dynamic of a game very quickly, and plays forward defense wherever I ask him to. And then you got Eric Denny. What can I say? I mean, he's the captain. He does it all. He'll put the team on his back all the time. So that was an easy selection as well.
All right, you guys got Columbia here tonight. This is a team that you beat back in December 3-2. Not a lot of shots on goal in that one for Landon, man. I think he only had 6 shots on goal in that game. Stellar defense by your team in that one.
Yeah, that's kind of when we started to tighten things up a little bit. It's been a little loose of late, but we had a good stretch there where we had low shots on goal, low time in our defensive zone. We were transitioning well and getting pucks deep, and that's kind of what we wanted to play, especially with Columbia. So they had a good goalie. We needed lots of shots. We got just one more goal than we needed.
All right, so that brings us to tonight's rematch against Columbia. I know you guys are just coming off being sick, so what do you want to see out of your team tonight?
I want to see them come out quickly, just like any coach would, but I want to see us keep a good, consistent forecheck, back check, short shifts. With us coming off sickness, I'm not sure how our lungs and legs are going to feel, so I'll have to keep everybody moving in and out of the bench quickly.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Craig Duffy, your Collinsville Kahok hockey head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw the starters your way, the 5 skaters and the goalie, all that, and the face-off coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Hey, once again, we welcome you back to the McKendree Recplex here in O'Fallon. My name is Todd Duke. Heath Yaxtis is on the camera with us tonight. We do appreciate him helping us out. And here are your starters. We'll begin with Columbia. On the defensive side of things for the Eagles, you'll find Andrew Donjon and Ryan Foster. The center is Reese Sanderson, and the wingers for the Eagles, Nathan Carr on the left wing and Jack Royce on the right wing, and in goal is Dalton Fitzgerald. For Collinsville defensively, you'll find Eric Denny and Ian Yaxtis, the son of my camera operator tonight, Mr. Heath Yaxtis. Your centerman will be Andy Bennett, and your wingers on the left side, Benjamin Klein and Preston Tillman, and of course in goal, the freshman, Landon Radel. Game just before this one was between first place O'Fallon and Edwardsville. When I walked in the door, Edwardsville was up 2-0, and they were in between the first and the second period. And then when the second period got underway, Edwardsville scored a goal to go up 3-0. That was in the first minute of the second period. After that, O'Fallon rattled off 8 straight unanswered goals. Edwardsville added a power play goal with about 90 seconds left, and then O'Fallon actually added another one with about 30 seconds left, and the final score ended up being 9-4 in favor of O'Fallon. So they stretched their first place lead. Right now they are 19-1-2 and 40 points on the year as we are underway here in this one between the two schools that go by CHS, Collinsville High School and Columbia High School. By the way, O'Fallon outshot Edwardsville in that 9-4 win, 31-17. So, we're underway here. Collinsville in the black uniforms, trimmed with a little white and purple on the bottoms of their jerseys and right around the elbows. Same things around the calves of their pantaloons, if you will. And they have the black jerseys on that have the purple word Kahawks written across the front. The Eagles are out there in their white and blue. They have blue numbers on the backs, while Collinsville has white numbers on the backs, and they have their Eagles logo on the fronts of their jerseys. Collinsville underway. Here is Tanner Bettis. Bettis in the high slot, looking for someone to pass it to because he is getting mugged from behind there by Carr. Nothing, nefarious about it or anything. It's not a penalty, but I'll tell you what, Carr was all over him like butter on bread. Over onto the far side, dasher boards it goes. Bettis tries to stay with it, but it comes across the blue line, and Collinsville will look to regroup, might make a line change here. Coach Duffy said they're going to make their line changes short and sweet. Here's Bettis coming in on the far face-off circle, but he gets stood up right at the edge of that circle. Collinsville trying to keep it in. They do, and at the blue line, it's sent up to Bettis. Bettis couldn't find the puck on the pass, and he'll end up with it over in the corner on the far side. He'll send it backwards to Duffy. Duffy, he'll go back behind the Eagles' net and throw one up front for David Hearn. And Hearn has a shot on goal that slides to the goaltender, Dalton Fitzgerald, who has played 15 games this year, 630 minutes in net. He has a 7-8 record. He has allowed 48 goals and made 346 saves for a goals against average of 4.57. And he has faced 241 shots, and his save percentage is just a tad under 88%. Collinsville still trying to keep it down on the offensive side of things. Columbia takes over, and they'll send it back up to the blue line where Joy takes over, and then up to the neutral zone. But Collinsville's Eric Duffy intercepts the puck, and Collinsville tries to work it back up for a little bit of offense. But it's the defense of Columbia that is back ready for the puck to come across. Duffy gets shoved across the line by one of the Columbia players, gives it up over to Denny. Denny in the far side corner and throws it up front. Duffy hands it down with his glove to his stick and races over here to the near side elbow. He lost control of the puck, and the Columbia Eagles come away with it. There is Judy. He'll come over onto the far side, right wing, take a shot, but that's blocked out by Denny's legs, and over into the far side, dasher boards it goes. Collinsville comes away with it. Here is Tanner Bettis. Bettis races up that left wing. He comes across toward the middle, and in the slot puts a shot toward the goal, and it slides to Fitzgerald, who makes the save. Landon Radel, he's in the other net. He has 17 games under his belt this year, 714 minutes. And Landon, just like his team, is 10-7-2. He has allowed 64 goals on the year. He's made 242 saves, a goals against average of 5.38, and a save percentage right at 79%. Collinsville wins the faceoff. Shot on goal. Glove saved by Fitzgerald, and he'll hold on to it for the whistle while a couple of the players push and shove each other in front of the net. And the referee is going to call a penalty, and this one is going to go against Columbia. So Collinsville will have a power play as we're just a couple of minutes into this first period. Going off is Jacob Hall. 2 minutes for roughing is the call, so Collinsville will get the first power play of this game. And we'll see what they can do with it. Andy Bennett in the faceoff circle. He'll win that faceoff, but it'll bounce and take a Columbia bounce. They'll bank it off the glass over on the far side, and it'll go all the way down the ice to relieve the early power play pressure. Here is Denny for Collinsville. Denny will bring it up. He'll slide it on over to, Glennon Bennett. Had to get the Bennett boys straight. Here is Tanner Bettis in the near side faceoff circle. Sends it back to the blue line for Andy Bennett. Bennett tries to backhand the puck behind him, hoping another teammate would be there, but he got taken off the puck, but that's a nice defensive play there by Collinsville. They stole it off of a stick and put it up in front, and a shot and a save, and then the rebound ends up going back behind the net. Here is Denny. Denny skates around the near faceoff circle. Then a loose puck gets swatted out of the zone, and Collinsville will have to tag up. 4 minutes gone here in this first period. No score between Collinsville and Columbia. Collinsville currently on a power play for another minute and 5 seconds. Columbia smashes it all the way around the board. Stopped for a moment, but that moment goes by, and Glennon Bennett will have to go back into his own defensive area and pick up that puck. He slides it up to Bettis. Bettis comes in on the left side, takes a shot and a glove save by Dalton Fitzgerald. Nathan Carr was in goal the last time that these two teams met, and he faced 46 shots on goal in that first meeting, saving 43 of them, as Collinsville really peppered Columbia in that contest. Collinsville and their defense only allowed 6 shots on goal in that game. There's another shot on goal for Collinsville. Right now, they're out shooting Columbia 6-0. That game was back on December 19th. Kahawks won 3-2. Eagles jumped out to a 1-0 lead after one. Collinsville tied it with a tally in the second before Collinsville outscored the Eagles 2-1 in that third period for the win. As I mentioned, Radel and goal only faced 6 shots on goal. Tanner Bettis had a goal, and the Benjamins had the other two. Benjamin Klein and Benjamin Kitzstein. Carter Lynch and Micah Meinhardt scored for Columbia in that loss for the Eagles. That was the beginning of the second 3-game losing streak for Columbia this year. Puck comes out of the zone once again. Only 15 seconds left on the man advantage here for Collinsville. And here is Glennon Bennett back behind his own net. He'll come out and send it up to the neutral zone where it's promptly poked away by Columbia. But Bettis, he stays with it, and then he loses the puck in the faceoff circle here on the near side. Comes back to Whitaker. Whitaker will slide the puck back into the wrong direction, but Glennon Bennett, he'll go back there and get it, bank it off the dasher boards, and Collinsville goes back to work. Power play is over. Kahawks 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Here is Bettis in the near faceoff circle. Backhand toward the goal. Saved by Fitzgerald. Comes out the other side, does Bettis. Now into the left-hand faceoff circle. He'll send it back over there for Bennett. Bennett off the boards, back to Bettis, and Bettis, he'll keep that head up and slide it back to the blue line for Glennon Bennett, who puts it over here for Whitaker. Whitaker right at the end of the Columbia bench. Sends it all the way around back behind the net and back out the other side. Collinsville finds the puck once again. Bettis couldn't keep it in the zone, so he'll take a leisurely skate back into his own defensive area and then go back behind his net. 8:05 left to play here in a scoreless thus far first period. Bettis works it up through the neutral zone, popped up in the air, and Whitaker didn't know where it was. Klein comes in there, he finds the puck, and there's a battle for it. Then it banks off of Whitaker, and Columbia heads up with a little 2-on-1 break. Here is Sanderson. He takes the shot, but that's off the ankles of Yaxis, and it goes over to the far side corner. Once again, Columbia comes up with it. They'll slide it right in front of the goal. Comes out over here under this near side. Picked up by Tanner Bettis. Bettis races up here on this left wing. It takes Hall down with him, and the puck ends up being loose as Bettis lost the forward momentum and the puck all at the same time. Columbia will send that puck all the way down the ice. Yaxis, he's back there first, but he's met with a little resistance. And now back behind the Kahawk net. The puck goes, and then out front it comes. Here is Eric Denny. Denny over into the near side elbow. Sends it up, but not out. Now it comes out. Here is David Hearn. Hearn, the freshman, tries to thread a pass over to Denny, who is right up the side of him, but that banks off of a body. Yaxis comes up with it, but he throws it right onto the stick of one of the Columbia Eagles. And Columbia going back to work here. Here is Lynch, who had a goal in that first meeting back in December. That puck ends up going all the way down, and that is going to be an icing call against the Kahawks. 6:48 left to play here in this opening period. No score between Columbia and Collinsville. with the season winding down, man. There's only 4 more games left for Collinsville after tonight. The Eagles have 5 games left after tonight. A lot of teams have not made up the games that were postponed due to that severe wind chill and the winter weather we had just a few days before Christmas. Collinsville's makeup game will be 1 week from tonight. That triad game at the new RP Lumber Center in Edwardsville. We'll be there for the makeup game that we originally had on the schedule. Some of these teams have made them up, some of them have not. Of course, on the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association's website, they still don't have the 1-0 forfeit that Collinsville had to use against the Granite City last week. I got it on my sheet, though. Here's a loose puck that goes back behind the Collinsville net. Yaxis, he'll send it up this near side boards, but not out. And then Denny, he'll take control of the puck, and he'll bring it up in front of his own bench. Now in front of the penalty boxes. He'll race out toward the middle of the ice. High slot shot, saved by Fitzgerald off of his glove. Then it rolls down his arm and comes all the way out after Columbia got to that rebound first. 6 minutes to go here in this opening period. No score yet between Collinsville and Columbia. Here is Judy. Judy back behind the Collinsville net. Looking for a little help out front. He'll send one to the high slot. Hall takes it at the blue line, sends one just a little bit wide of the goal. And then Columbia, they'll race to it, and Collinsville knocks it in themselves. That's a bad luck goal right there, as Micah Meinhardt's going to get credit for the goal as he threw it up front, and Andy Bennett was trying to sweep it out of there, but he ends up sweeping it right into his own goal. So 1-0 in favor of Columbia. Comes with 5:42 left to play here in this first period. So Columbia takes the 1-0 lead. 5:42 left to play here in this first period. So Collinsville, just like the last game, allowed Columbia to score the first goal, and then the Kahawks went to work after that. That's going to be an icing call against Columbia, and we'll bring the faceoff all the way back down to the other end. 5:18 to play here in this opening period. Day off for us tomorrow, and then we're right back here on Thursday as Collinsville gets to take on that first place team, O'Fallon. O'Fallon came in with a 1-point lead over Belleville, but O'Fallon won here earlier against Edwardsville, so that lead is now a 3-point lead. As the puck ends up over in the far side corner. Collinsville trying to keep it in. They do. Here is Bettis. Leaves it for Zagorski. Zagorski is had that puck go off of his stick and out of the area, but we're going to have another penalty. This one's going to go against Columbia again, and this is going to be a holding call against Jack Royce, the right winger. So Collinsville will go on their second power play. Right now, Collinsville out shooting Columbia 7-3, but it's Columbia who has the lead 1-0. 5 minutes to go here in this opening period. And the Kahawks with the man advantage for the second time. The faceoff will come out to the left of Fitzgerald. It'll be Bennett who wins the faceoff. Back to brother Glennon Bennett. Slides it over to Denny. Denny in the near faceoff circle. Puts one in front. Oh boy, what a feed and what a goal. Over on the back door by Lincoln Duffy. What a great play that was for Collinsville. And the Kahawks get on the board. We're tied at 1 after Collinsville scores on a power play goal. That was just awesome work right there, man. Denny coming in on this near side post, slid it right across the crease, and waiting on the other side was Lincoln Duffy. So 1-1. 4:48 left to play. And Lincoln Duffy picks up his 14th goal of the year. And it's on the power play. So the Kahawks 1 for 2 on the power play, and Collinsville has tied this game up. Here comes Duffy once again. Duffy gets pushed from behind. and stays with the puck, throws it through the crease, comes out here onto the near side, and Columbia whiffed on the first shot, couldn't get it out, still can't get it out. Nice job by Andy Bennett, and he gets around Meinhardt again in the high slot, shot toward the goal, never did make it all the way. That was blocked out by the Columbia defense, and there's a nice poke check there by Collinsville's Ian Yaxis, or that might have been a little one-on-one or maybe even a breakaway if the skater gets around Yaxis. At the center red line on the far side, puck comes out to the middle faceoff circle, and it's picked up there by Klein. Klein comes in. He's got two defenders to beat. Oh, off of the stick of the goalie, Dalton Fitzgerald, and it goes in, and Collinsville out to a 2-1 lead just like that. A little harmless shot toward the goal, and it goes right off of the stick of Fitzgerald and right in the goal. Klein picking up just his 8th goal of the year. And we're off and running here, kids. 2-1 in favor of Collinsville. Face off at center ice, won by the Kahawks. Here is Tillman. Tillman gets shoved away after he already banked the pucks off the board by Lynch. And Collinsville out to the neutral zone, and the puck will continue to float into the Collinsville offensive zone. Kahawks still with it. Here is Denny. Denny comes in. High slot, shot, and a save by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald closed up that 5-hole just in time. And with 3:39 left, the clock stops. 2-1 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks out shooting the Eagles right now 10-3. Face-off once again will come out to Fitzgerald's left. This time it'll be Bettis in the face-off circle against Reese Sanderson. Collinsville wins another face-off, but Columbia, they come away with the puck. Bringing the puck up is Nathan Carr. Carr comes in over on the left wing on these near side boards, puts on the brakes, and then throws one over the net. All the way out to the other side it goes. Axe, he gets it and throws it back around the Kahawk net. Comes back out to Carr. Carr tries a shot, but that's blocked and ends up ricocheting wide and comes back all the way to the neutral zone where Columbia takes over on defense. They'll send it up once again. Carr, he couldn't handle the puck, so Yaxis backhands it, trying to get into the neutral zone. He can't. Carr stays with it. Over on the face-off circle. Shot, that's off the side of the net. And then back behind the Kahawk net it goes. All the way over for Jack Royce to get it. Royce lets it go out front, and a shot from the blue line gets blocked by the Collinsville defense. And Eric Denny is the one who comes up with it, and he'll send it all the way around the dasher boards, and that'll come all the way into the Collinsville offensive zone. But two defenders are already back there. Hall, he ends up with the puck for the Eagles, and he'll send it all the way to the neutral zone where it's off of a Columbia stick, and it flies all the way through the air and bounces across the red line for an icing call against Columbia. 2:34 left to play here in this opening period. 2-1 in favor of Collinsville. Once again, the faceoff will come down to the left of Nathan Carr. Andy Bennett in the faceoff circle with Anderson Judy, and Judy wins the faceoff and sends the puck up to Meinhardt again. Back over to Judy. Judy splits the defense, coming in looking for a shot, but he never could control the puck as the puck ended up out racing Judy, and it slides over to Radel, and he'll make an easy save. 2:24 left to go here in period number 1. 2-1 in favor of Collinsville. Face-off comes out to the right of Radel, off of the backboards by Whitaker. Over onto the far side, picked up there by Columbia. Here's Judy once again in the far side face-off circle. He'll bank it off the boards, then go get it himself. He'll send it over here to the near side where Klitzstein runs into a player and then gets the puck up. Foster intercepts and races back around his own net. Zagorski following. Nice poke check there by Zagorski. Keeps the puck down in the Collinsville offensive zone. Now the Kahawks trying to wrestle it away, but they can't. And the Columbia Eagles break out of their defensive zone, head toward the offense. Loose puck will slide back behind the Kahawk goal, where it is picked up there by Ryan Foster. Foster sends it up front. Now it comes all the way back to the blue line. Here is Hall. He'll send it back up front, but that's blocked out by the skates of Kitzstein. And Hall trying to find the puck, locked up in his skates there for a minute. Over on the far side, Glennon Bennett falls down. He falls down right in front of the Columbia player, and that helped impede the progress of the Eagles defensemen. Collinsville gets it out. Klein trying to chase it down. He can't get there, and it comes out into neutral ice once again. Collinsville back on the defensive side. Klein, he gets a nice pass from Bennett. Klein trying to stay with it. He already has a goal here tonight. And it's banked off the high glass. Comes over here to the near side. Whitaker trying to keep it in. He can't. And it goes all the way down the ice where Denny will pick it up. We're down to the final 50 seconds left to play here in this opening period. Collinsville up 2-1, and the Kahawks have possession of the puck. They'll send it up into the neutral zone. Columbia, they intercept, trying to poke that puck in there. They can't do it. Bettis had it for a moment, but he is no longer with it. Now Yaxis, he'll bank it off the boards, and it'll come down and be played there by Jacob Hall. Hall back into the neutral zone. 25 seconds left to go here in this period. Here is Royce. Royce, and a nice poke check there from Denny, and a loose puck. Couldn't be shot on goal by Columbia because Collinsville's Tanner Bettis was there. Bettis banks the puck off the boards to himself. Comes flying down over here on this right side. Comes back behind the net and looking for a little help out front. Can't find any. Sends it back to the blue line for Yaxis. Collinsville couldn't get a shot on goal. And that'll do it for period number 1 as Collinsville is up 2-1 after one period of play. And we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Welcome back to the McKendree Recplex. Todd Duke and Heath Yaxtis along with you. One period in the books. Collinsville with a 2-1 lead as they outshot the Eagles in that first period 10-7. Period number 2 getting underway. Collinsville with possession of the puck to start period number 2. Here is Glennon Bennett as we switch ends of the ice. Bennett takes a shot that's right into the glove of Fitzgerald, probably going high, but Fitzgerald will snag it anyway. Face-off will come out to the right of Fitzgerald. Duffy in the face-off circle along with Reese Sanderson, won by Collinsville. Comes back out of the blue line, though, and into neutral ice, so Collinsville will have to tag back up. That one ends up into the cuff area of the referee over there, and he didn't even know where it was for a second. Here is Columbia. Shot. That one goes wide. That was a blistering shot, too, but it never was on goal. And it was taken by Royce. Royce ends up with the puck. Sends it over to the far side trying to find Carr, but he accidentally hit the back of the net, so Carr never did find it. Now the puck comes back into neutral ice. Collinsville, they are trying to find it, but that puck was lost in some skates for a moment. Into the near side corner it goes. Picked up by Glennon Bennett. Bennett has 3 Columbia Eagles back there with him. He finds his brother, Andy Bennett. Andy gets around 1, gets around 2, puts one on net, but that one is a little bit wide. It might have hit the post over there on that side. Then a leg save over here on the near side post by Fitzgerald. Comes out, high slot, shot, and into the glove of Fitzgerald it goes. And that will stop the pressure. 12:43 left to play here in this second period. 2-1 in favor of Collinsville. And this time the faceoff will come out to the left of Fitzgerald. We got Thursday's game here against O'Fallon. We have Tuesday's game against Triad at the RP Lumber Center, and that's our last regular season game of the year. We will have the All-Star game coming up for you on February 2nd from this very building. And then the playoffs begin on the 6th of February. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett crosses the center red line into the offensive zone. Leaves it for Zagorski. Zagorski over by the near faceoff circle. Sends it back up to Bennett, but that puck was poked away. Denny finds the loose puck in the neutral zone. He'll send it off the high glass and over to the far side elbow. Picked up over there by Jacob Hall for Columbia. And back out to the neutral zone. Here is Axe. Love that name. Cam Axe takes a shot, saved by Radel, and then Denny swats the rebound away from there before any further damage can be done. Here is Denny. He comes through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Over here on the left wing. Backhand, up front, shot on goal. Stein couldn't get all of it, so it never did make it towards the goal. And we'll try it again, and that one might have ticked off of Fitzgerald a little bit. Oh, a big hit back behind the net. We're going to have another penalty coming up against Columbia. This one is going to go against Anderson Judy, and he is going to get tagged for probably a roughing call as he was high up on Glennon Bennett. Might have got him in the chin as well. They're going to call it a high sticking call, and Collinsville is going to go on their third power play of this game. So the Kahawks already 1 for 2 on the power play. They'll go on another man advantage for a couple of minutes here. 11:28 left to play here in period number 2. Kahawks up 2-1. Looking to make it 3-1 here on the power play. Face-off over in the far side face-off circle, won by Collinsville. They'll get it all to Denny. Denny takes a shot, and that's into the glove of Fitzgerald. He's flashing that glove side pretty well here in this contest. Stick side, though, that's a different story. He already had one go in off of his stick. And the face-off will come to the stick side of Fitzgerald. Won by Collinsville. And Klein sends it back to Denny. Denny along the blue line. Kahawks have another minute 45 on the power play. All the way over to Bettis. Bettis up against the far side dasher boards. He has a double team of defenders there, and they find the puck, and they'll send it all the way down the ice to relieve the pressure. Another 9 o'clock start for you on Thursday against O'Fallon. And the original start time for that game against Triad at RP Lumber was set for 7 o'clock. When they rescheduled it, they scheduled it for 8:45, but Coach Duffy told me right before we did the pregame interview that they moved it again to 7:30. So we'll see if that stays. That's 1 week from tonight, so hopefully they'll keep it at 7:30. I like that one a lot better. Here's Duffy, throws the puck up in front, but Klein couldn't get a shot off, and Columbia, they find the loose puck, and they'll send it down to relieve the pressure once again. Halfway through the third power play of the night for Collinsville. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go on the man advantage. Here is Denny. Denny back behind his own net. Comes out with a full head of steam. Races across the center red line, then the blue line. He'll slide the puck over to the far side boards and go get it himself. He comes around back behind the goal, and he'll trying to feed Duffy over there, and that was intercepted by Columbia. And Collinsville will have to go back to work. They still have 30 seconds left to go on this power play. They bring the puck up, and they can't get it out. Now they finally do with a pass right onto the stick of Duffy. Duffy trying to feed Bennett over here, and that was stopped by a couple of skates. Here is Duffy. He takes a shot, saved by Fitzgerald. Duffy gets his own rebound, sends it back over to Andy Bennett. Bennett up the far side or the near side boards over into the elbow, and Klein couldn't take it. And then Columbia does. They'll bank it off the boards, and that'll go all the way down the ice, and that'll do it for that particular power play. So Collinsville 1 for 3 on the power play here tonight. 9:20 left to play here in period number 2. Here comes Andy Bennett. Both teams at 5-on-5 shot, and that one goes wide past the stick side of Fitzgerald, and it comes all the way back out into Collinsville's defensive zone. And here is the defenseman Glennon Bennett with it, and Glennon sends it all the way over into the other elbow where it's picked up there by Duffy. Duffy sends it across the blue line. Hall is there, and Columbia keeps it in. Now back once again for Eric Denny. Denny trying to wait things out, sends it up to David Hearn. Hearn shoots it over to Preston Tillman. Tillman had a bank off of his leg and couldn't find it, but Collinsville back on defense, ready for that. Denny was. And then right toward the end of the Columbia bench, it comes out, and in front of the penalty boxes it goes. And it's picked up there by Jacob Hall. Hall sends the puck back across the neutral zone. Picked up there by Collinsville. Here comes Eric Denny. Denny couldn't get into the zone cleanly enough, so the Eagles tried to send it out. Couldn't do it. Here's Denny once again. Shot, and once again into the glove of Dalton Fitzgerald. 8:12 to play here in period number 2. Collinsville out shooting Columbia 16-8. Kahawks lead 2-1. Glad that you're with us here on a Tuesday evening. Not a bad day outside. Lots of sunshine today. Temperatures made it to the low 50s. It's going to be a day of rain tomorrow. By the time everybody wakes up to head to work, it's going to be raining, and it's supposed to rain pretty much all morning and through the afternoon. It's better than snow. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Collinsville trying to track it down. They can't. Whitaker, he'll turn around and find it, and then he'll get taken off the puck. Columbia, they stay with it. There's a shot on goal, and it's shoved aside by Radel. Now the puck ends up back behind the Collinsville net. Whitaker trying to track it down. He does, and he'll send it up trying to find Sigorski, but that puck never did make it. And then Collinsville will send it all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call, and we'll have a face-off at the other end of the ice. .741 left to play here in period number 2. Not a lot of fans out here for this game tonight. The old 9 o'clock start probably kept a lot of people at home. Face-off out to the right of Radel. Won by Collinsville. They try to stay with it, and that puck will just squeak across the blue line, so Columbia will have to tag back up and go back in if that's what they want to do. Here is Kitstein. He lost the puck, but Bettis found it. Bettis got a couple of defenders back to beat. He'll take it and shoot it and score. Bettis with Collinsville's third goal, and the Kahawks go up 3-1. And that was all Tanner Bettis there. Once he got a hold of that puck in the neutral zone, he skated it all the way over to that far side post and just let a simple shot go, and that simple shot went in. And Collinsville extends their lead to 3-1 with 7:22 left to play here in the second. So 3-1 in favor of Collinsville. I was going to say, that was not Austin Whitaker, that was Bettis. 3-1 in favor of Collinsville. Bettis getting on the board here in this one with his 20th goal. He now has a lead with his teammate, David Bennett. That would be Andy Bennett. David on the roster, Andy to everyone else. Each of them now have 20 goals on the year. Here are the Columbia Eagles. That one goes right across the crease, as coming in was Jack Royce. Could never get a shot on. And now Columbia back behind the Collinsville net. They'll throw it out front. That one's a little high. Collinsville, they come away with it. Here is Bennett. Tries to send the puck up to Klein, but it jumps over Klein's stick, and Columbia sends it back into the neutral zone. Here is Duffy. Duffy, he'll bring it up over on the left wing and settle back behind his own net. Oh, there's a giveaway, and luckily for Collinsville, Duffy came back out and poked that puck away after he was the one who gave it up. But Columbia's still with it. Back behind the Collinsville net. They'll throw one right through the crease. It comes from the far side post through the blue ice and out the other side. Fitzgerald comes out of net to play that puck. He'll send it over into the far side corner for Andrew Donjon. Collinsville intercepts it. Here's a shot and a save by Fitzgerald off of a shot by Andy Bennett. Bennett gets the puck over in the corner, sends it into the slot, but there wasn't anyone there wearing the old black, purple, and white. So Columbia, they come away with it. They'll send it back into their offensive zone, but a whistle will stop the action, and that'll allow the teams to make a line change. 6:04 left to play here in the second period. 3-1 in favor of Collinsville. We're going to have a penalty? We are going to have a penalty. I thought I saw the referee's hand raised. So Benjamin Klein is going to go off. 2 minutes for tripping to give the Columbia Eagles their first power play here in this game. Collinsville 1 for 3 with the man advantage. Columbia will get their first opportunity right now. Judy in the faceoff circle along with Bettis, and it's won by Collinsville, and they send it out of the zone. So Columbia, they'll work to get it back in. Here is Axe. Axe sends it back down. And a shot off the side of the net. comes around here onto this near side and sent back to Axe at the blue line. His shot goes well wide, and it comes all the way to the other defenseman on the other blue line, or the same blue line, but you know what I mean. Here's a shot. That one's blocked out by the skates of Duffy, and staying with it, it is Anderson Judy. Over into the far side corner it goes. Picked up over there by Meinhardt. Meinhardt sends it back over to this side now for Judy. Judy will send it right back to where it came from. Meinhardt tracks it down once again. He'll send it back to the blue line. Shot from there. That is off of the skates of Duffy. And Collinsville comes away with it. Here's Bettis. He'll lift a high hoister all the way out to the neutral zone where it's picked up by Duffy. Duffy will spin around with it for a moment and then try to send it over here to Bettis, but that's picked up by Axe. Axe comes in. A couple of Collinsville defenders are back. Nice poke check there by Denny, and Denny comes away with it. He'll race it up ice and waste some more time. 45 seconds left to go in the man advantage, and Denny almost got himself a little short-handed tally there. Here is Bettis. Long rebound. Comes all the way back out to the blue line. It's taken up over there by Hall for Columbia. Hall sends it over here for Toll. Toll races up here on the right wing, trying to get around Duffy. He does so, Denny again. And Denny takes Toll off the puck, and he'll end up with the puck himself. 20 seconds left to go in the Columbia power play. Collinsville sends it all the way down the ice to relieve some of that pressure. 4:20 left to play here in the second period. 15 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Columbia. Here is Carr. He'll bring it up that far side dasher board, send it back behind the Collinsville goal. It's going to be picked up there by Ian Yaxtis. Yaxtis sends it back behind the goal. No one was there from his team. A shot and a save by Radel, and then the rebound shoved aside by Denny. Power play is over, and Collinsville can breathe a little sigh of relief there after an almost giveaway goal. Here is Klein over in the corner. Hall lost his stick. Klein sends it up to Bennett, and then it finds the stick of Judy. Judy, he comes up, sends the puck all the way down the ice, and it races around from one corner on the far side to the near corner. 3.5 minutes left to play here in this second period. 3-1 in favor of Collinsville. That was off of the skate of Klein, and he'll head to the bench for a change as Foster comes away with it for Columbia. He'll send the puck up onto the stick of Sanderson. Sanderson puts it in the zone, and Collinsville is there to intercept, but they couldn't get it out, could the Kahawks. Royce, he'll go race it down in the corner. He's in a little tussle over there with Glennon Bennett. Royce, he comes away with it, sends a shot toward the goal, but that never made it. All the way back out to the blue line. There's a shot that never made it either. Here's a possible breakaway by Andy Bennett. He comes up, he shoots, and a save by Fitzgerald on that far side post. Here's Bennett. He stays with it. Another shot and another save by Fitzgerald. Bennett twirls, puts another shot toward the goal, and that one goes in. And Collinsville takes themselves a 4-1 lead on the second goal of the night by Andy Bettis. Tanner Bettis. See, man, you go away for a weekend and you forget all the names. Bettis gets his second goal in a row, 4-1. Bettis had a goal at the 7:22 mark of the second period, and nets another one here at the 7:49 mark. And Collinsville now out front 4-1, and we have 2:49 left to play here in this second period. Axe couldn't control it. Now he gets another opportunity, and he'll send it into the offensive zone. Being chased down there by Glennon Bennett. Bennett tries to backhand it over into the corner, but it never made it that far, and then it goes through the crease. But luckily for Collinsville, unable to get a shot on it was Max Keevan, and now the Kahawks bring it up again. Here's Bettis going for a hat trick. Instead, he'll send the puck all the way over to Kitstein, and Kitstein tries to return the favor and give it back. Here's Hearn. Hearn with a shot. That never made it. It was a little bit wide over on the far side, and Columbia, they find the rebound, and here is Axe. He'll circle back around his own net. 2 minutes to go here in this second period. Here's Bettis, finds a loose puck, comes in, high slot, near faceoff circle, puts one toward the goal, but that hits the side of the net, and then the loose puck is picked up by Columbia. They'll send it back into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Whitaker for Collinsville. He'll send it right back to the blue line, but Columbia intercepts once again, and now the Kahawks return the favor. They'll try to feed the puck up to Duffy. Duffy gets around a defender and comes in over on the far side. No room. Trying to send one up there for Kitstein. He was almost in that slot area. Glennon Bennett, he'll send one toward the net, and Fitzgerald will just use that glove of his, and He'll stop the action with 90 seconds left to play here in this second period. Face-off will come out to the right of Dalton Fitzgerald. And that one won by Collinsville once again. Collinsville's been all over the face-offs here in this game. That's nice to see. But Columbia comes up with it. Here is Royce. Royce, far side face-off circle to Judy. Saved by Radel. And then a return shot by Royce goes up into the air and out of play. That'll stop the clock with 1:16 left to go here in this second period. 4-1 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks out shooting Columbia 22-11. Face off in the far side circle. Andy Bennett in there with Reese Sanderson. Collinsville trying to get the puck out. They can't. Now Columbia helps and pops it right out of the zone. And then the Eagles will send it all the way back down. It goes back behind the Kahawk net. Bennett trying to get there first. He gets taken off the puck. Loose puck picked up by Columbia. They'll send one into the slot, but no one there to put a shot on goal. Here is Judy with the puck for the Eagles. That is gloved down by Andy Bennett. Bennett races up this near side across the blue line, and he does a little toe drag and sends the puck back to the blue line where Whitaker couldn't handle it. And here's a chance for Columbia. Here is Judy, a 3-on-1 opportunity. Judy takes the shot, saved by Radel. And it's in front by Sanderson. Turnaround shot. That one goes a little wide. And we're going to have another penalty coming up. This one's going to go against Collinsville as Columbia will pull their goalie for the extra attacker here while the referee has that delayed arm up as Judy ends up with the puck over here in the near side corner until it's picked up by Eric Denny, and Columbia will go on their second power play. 12.6 seconds to go here in period number 2. So most of this power play opportunity for Columbia will be spent most likely in the third period. So another power play opportunity here for the Columbia Eagles. Face off here on the near side circle, out to Radel's left. Won by Columbia, and Collinsville try to poke it out. They do. Nicely done there by Klein. Axe comes back in with it for Columbia. He whiffed on the shot, never made it on goal, and it's on the side of the net, and there's the horn that ends period number 2. We head to the third period with Collinsville up by a score of 4-1. And we're back to tell you all about that third period in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Back here at the McKendree Recplex, Todd Duke with you. Mr. Heath Yaxtis is on the camera for us tonight. Collinsville up 4-1 as we enter the third period. Kahawks out shooting Columbia in this one thus far, 22-13. Collinsville outshot the Eagles in that second period, 12-6. Eagles are still on a power play here for another minute and 48 seconds. And we are just about ready for period number 3 to begin. It'll be Sanderson versus Andy Bennett at the mid-ice logo, the McKendree Bearcats hockey team. Here is Judy with it. Collinsville and Andy Bennett he bumped him off of that puck, and Andy Bennett gets taken down from behind. That's going to be a penalty. So we're going to be 4-on-4 for a little while as soon as Columbia touches the puck, and Judy, he is down on his knees, going to get called for a cross check. So for the next 1 minute and 32 seconds, we'll go 4-on-4 hockey. This place is unusually quiet. It's very quiet in here tonight. I know, there's hardly anyone here. Yeah, that too. They did forget to play the music all through the pregame skate. Faceoff will come out to the right of Mr. Dalton Fitzgerald. 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute 32. Collinsville will have a brief 28-second power play at the end of this, and another player goes down. That's Klein over there, I believe, and he'll get back up. Columbia, they tried to get some forward progress going in the offensive zone, but they can't. Klein, he saves the puck with his skates, sends it over to Denny. Denny comes in over here on this near side faceoff circle. He's getting punched off the puck by Hall, or pushed off the puck by Hall, and then a centering pass misses everyone, and will go all the way down the ice. 1 minute left of 4-on-4 hockey. Here is Yaxtis. Yaxtis will send it up here on the near side boards to Bettis. Bettis to Denny. Denny, he'll come in. He'll have a couple of defenders to deal with. He'll put a shot on goal and right into the glove of Dalton Fitzgerald. He knows how to use that glove, so I think you'd be better off trying to shoot it stick side than glove side, because Dalton Fitzgerald doesn't let very much in on that glove side, that's for sure. $422-615. That's the winning 50-50 ticket, which is probably worth about $7 tonight with this sparse crowd. Here's a shot toward goal, and that's a goal by Collinsville. And the Kahawks extend that lead to 5-1, and I believe that is going to be a hat trick for Bettis. I'll have to wait and see who they give it to, but I think that's who shot that puck in there. Wait for the official word. That came as the teams were 4-on-4. This is the quietest I've ever heard a hockey game. Yep. So Bettis gets the natural hat trick, 3 goals in a row, 2 in the second period, and then that one here in the third period, and Collinsville extends that lead. We're still 4-on-4 for another 30 seconds. And Radel hugging that far side post over there. He can't find the puck, and now we have a whistle. And no goal, says the referee. .36 left to play here in this third period. Well, this is the last game of the night, obviously. There's not going to be a 10:30 game. So we'll see what the referees want to do as far as time is concerned. But even if there's no game later, they will always take time off the clock and try to keep it to just the 90 minutes. And with a widening lead here, that'll probably happen more likely than not now. Here is Andy Bennett with the puck for Collinsville. He'll send it through the neutral zone. Almost found the stick of Eric Denny there, and that probably would have been a little one-on-one action for Collinsville, but that didn't materialize. Here come the Eagles. Ryan Foster, he has the puck taken off of his stick. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett, he tried to get himself around the defender, Don John, for Columbia, but he couldn't. Don John held his own there. Columbia tries to get it out, and they do. Comes through the neutral zone. Picked up there by Preston Tillman. And then Columbia gets a hold of it and sends it down the ice. Here is Denny. Denny back behind the Eagles' net. Comes racing out with it. Trying to zigzag his way around a couple of defensemen. That one ended up finding the skates of Craig Spisak. And Collinsville trying to work a little bit of that offensive magic once again. Here is Tillman. He'll fire a puck well wide of the net, and it ends up sitting back behind the Columbia net. And the Eagles, they can't clear it. Foster ends up with it for Columbia. Sends it up to the neutral zone. Whitaker tried to stop it. He can't. Here is Royce. Royce comes in and a shot in a goal. And Radel, he got schooled on that one. Royce went back and forth, and Radel didn't know which way to go, and that ends up being a goal for Mr. Royce. And Columbia is back to within 3, as it is 5-2 now in favor of Collinsville with 11:03 left to play here in this third. That one was actually on 5-on-5, so all penalties had ended by that point. There's a shot, and Radel with a save, and he didn't know where the puck was after that until he saw it fall in between his pads and put that glove down on it to draw the whistle. There's another chance and another goal by Royce. Back-to-back goals by Jack Royce. And just like that, it is 5-3. And that one came just a mere 13 seconds after Royce scored the other goal. So Collinsville, they can't rest easy here right now, that's for sure. Kahok still up, but now they're turning the puck over a little bit too much. Here is Glennon Bennett after almost another turnover there in the offensive zone, and Collinsville can't get it out. They'll throw one up and try to get it into the front of the net, but that ends up hitting the side of the net, and now over here a loose puck in the near side corner. Glennon Bennett shoots it up, but Judy, he's the one who stops it with his glove, and then Collinsville finally gets it into the neutral zone, and they can breathe just a little bit easier. As the Eagles want to make a little bit of a line change here. Collinsville, they bring it up. Here's Tanner Bettis. Bettis already has a hat trick here in this one. A natural hat trick, 3 goals in a row. 2 in the second, 1 in the third. And here is Bettis circling around the neutral zone. 10 minutes to go here in this third period. He gets the puck up to Glennon Bennett. Bennett takes the shot. That one goes a little bit wide. And then Columbia shoves it over into the corner. Picked up by Zagorski. Zagorski can't stay with it. Sent back out to the blue line. And the Kahawks end up with it. Here is Tanner Bettis once again. Bettis right in between his teammates' legs. Klein jumped over that puck. And Collinsville tries to keep it going forward. Comes back to Bettis once again. Bettis will circle with it. And Collinsville will start their attack all over again. Oh, that's off of the stick of Judy. Goes over into the corner. Glennon Bennett's there, but Judy is the one who comes away with it. Sends it up front. Shot into the goal. Oh, boy. Collinsville getting a little sloppy here. As all of a sudden, the Columbia Eagles have gotten back to within a goal here, as this one belongs to Craig Spizak. Man, oh man. So Spizak makes it a 1-goal game, and there's still 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And all of a sudden, it's 5-4. Spizak, he earns himself a faceoff, and Collinsville will win that one. Andy Bennett does. They'll get the puck up. Well, that one just went under the stick of Preston Tillman. Tillman will have to go play chase now. Bennett, he stayed behind. And, oh, boy, what a nice feed up for Hearn, but Hearn misfired on the shot from the slot. Over into the far side corner it goes. Judy with it once again. Collinsville comes away with it. Here is Tillman. Tillman sends it back around the Columbia net as Andy Bennett trying to fight off Ryan Foster over there for the puck. Collinsville comes away with it. Here is Bennett once again. Over into the near faceoff circle. Sends one all the way back to the blue line. There's a shot toward the goal, but that goes well wide. Hearn is back there. He'll try a wraparound backhander. I believe that one's in. Oh, it's not in. Referee waved it off, but it looked like for a moment there that Fitzgerald reached behind the goal and dug that puck out, but the referee, he said no goal. And we'll have a faceoff. This one will come out to the left of Fitzgerald. 8:50 to go here in this third period. Collinsville had a 5-1 lead after Bettis scored his third goal of his hat trick, but since then, 3 straight goals by Columbia, and it's a 1-goal contest. Here's another feed. Judy misfired on the backhand shot, and that one goes well wide. Another plant up front, but that one never made it through, but Columbia stays with it. Royce sends it back up into the high slot. Collinsville gets it out of there, and here is Ben Klein. Klein comes away with the puck, and he and Denny send it in. Klein back behind the Columbia net. He'll get it and send it all the way out to the blue line. Here is Bennett. Sends it over to Yaxtis. Yaxtis, he'll take a shot. That one flutters a bit. And unable to swat that one in was Preston Tillman. Collinsville, Andy Bennett gets taken out and almost ends up into the Columbia bench. Here is Royce. Royce over to Sanderson. Sanderson with a shot and a save right into the glove of Radel. And then that leg kick knocked that puck off of its mooring. But Radel, he'll go ahead and take care of that himself. And the faceoff, once again, will come out to Radel's left. We're going to have a whistle. What's going on here? Well, Collinsville was trying to get Bettis back onto the ice, but the referee waved it off and said he's got to go back into the bench. That one sent by right in front of the Collinsville bench. Kahawks, they come away with it. And here is Klein with a chance. Klein with a breakaway. A shot and a save by Fitzgerald. Over to the far side corner it goes. Bennett, he couldn't control it. Here is Sanderson. Sanderson will send it up to Axe. Axe gets ran into by Denny. Denny, he tries to stay with the puck. And a puck that's batted around a few skates there, and it ends up being picked up by Columbia. Here is Meinhardt. A shot. That one goes a little high and almost banked back the other direction, but luckily it hit the back of the top of the net and came back the other way. Collinsville having a hard time getting it out of their defensive zone. Here is Andy Bennett. He gets shoved off the puck by Axe once again. Now a couple of players trying to pin that puck up against the boards, but it's Duffy who comes away with it, or excuse me, Eric Denny who comes away with it. Denny up the far side boards around the elbow. 7 minutes left to go here in this third period. Collinsville up by 1 goal. Denny loses the puck. Columbia comes up with it. They'll send it up through the neutral zone. And it'll come all the way into the offensive zone for Columbia, but Collinsville gets it first and sends it back to neutral ice. And they'll send it back into the offensive zone, and there is Fitzgerald who will send it over to Foster. Foster sends it to the neutral zone, but it never made it. Kitstein with a shot and a save by Fitzgerald. Kitstein trying to get it back out there again. A nice keep in by Whitaker at the blue line, and he'll send one up right into that glove of Dalton Fitzgerald. 6.5 minutes to go here in this third period. 5-4. Collinsville with the 1-goal lead. And the Kahawks out shooting Columbia right now 29-20. That was 22-13 at the end of 2. So Columbia's really poured it on here in this third period. No one wants to win that faceoff, do they? That puck stayed, kept on bouncing off skates. As Hall ends up with it for Columbia. He gets taken off of the puck by David Hearn. And then Columbia, they'll send it back into the neutral zone. Royce will send it into the offensive zone. Bettis, he'll be the first one to get there for Collinsville. Back behind his own net. Tries to dipsy doodle his way around a defender, and that didn't work out as the puck comes loose, and a shot that goes well high. And Collinsville sends it back out. No icing call as that banked off of the body of Hall. So Columbia will try again. Here is Judy at center ice. Over to Royce. Royce to Sanderson. Sanderson trying to feed it back to Royce, but he misfired, and Collinsville finds the puck, sends it back to the neutral zone, and now we're going to have a whistle. We're going to have another penalty coming up. This one's going to be a double penalty. Bettis into the box for Collinsville. Sanderson into the box for Columbia. And we will have a little 4-on-4 hockey once again, or are we going to do 5-on-5? Nope. 4-on-4. Bettis had a 4-on-4 goal earlier, but he won't get that opportunity now. Collinsville has 2 players in the box. Lincoln Duffy was sent in the box too, but we're going to stay 5-on-5 instead of 4-on-4. Here is Foster with the puck for Columbia. He'll send it up to Meinhardt. Meinhardt comes in over onto this left-hand side, puts a shot on goal, and Reudel there with the save. Rebound, that's behind the net, belongs to Columbia. They'll send it out to Foster. Foster gets bumped off the puck by Klein. Klein trying to get it out, he can't. Foster kept it in, and we'll go back to work on the defensive side of things for Collinsville. Here is Yaxis trying to wrestle the puck away from Meinhardt, and he'll get a little help from his teammate Andy Bennett. He'll come in. Reinhardt pinning him up against the board. Comes out to Don John. He'll take a shot. Saved by Radel. Collinsville ends up with the puck after the rebound by Denny. Over to Klein. Klein waits the defense out and then sends it up into the neutral zone. Andy Bennett had that puck stolen by Don John, and Don John enters offside. Columbia had failed to clear the zone totally, and that'll stop the clock with 4:45 left to play here in this third period. And the faceoff will come into the neutral zone right in front of the penalty box. And they just took about 2.5 minutes off the clock. Down to 2 minutes we have. So Columbia wants to call a timeout to talk about things. So we will take a timeout right along with them, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
So we're down to the final 2 minutes here in this third period. Collinsville up 5-4 as we welcome you back to the McKendree Recplex. I'm Todd Duke, and alongside Heath Yaxis. And I don't think Columbia is very happy about the time being taken off of the clock as they try to come back and either tie it or worse or better, depending on who you're rooting for. Faceoff comes in front of the penalty boxes, won by Collinsville. They'll bank it off the boards, and it'll come onto the stick of Hall for Columbia. They'll send it over to his partner Ryan Foster. Now back into the neutral zone. Judy couldn't contain it. Here is Royce. He'll send the puck all the way down around the boards, and it'll go from one elbow to the other elbow here on the near side. And that puck has popped up right in front of the Collinsville bench. And a rolling puck will go all the way down across the red line, but no icing call. Here is Foster for Columbia. We're down to the final 90 seconds here in this one. Play right down below our location. And Collinsville comes away with it, and that will be an icing call as Bennett shoots it from the defensive zone all the way down ice. So 1:17 left, and we'll have a face-off out to the right of Landon Radel. 1:17 left to play. They're not letting anybody out of the penalty boxes, are they? Duffy and Bettis are sitting in the Kahok penalty box, while Sanderson still remains in the Columbia penalty box. 1:17 left to play here in this third period. Face-off, as I mentioned, will come out to the right of Landon Radel. And it's won by Columbia, out to Foster. He'll take a shot to the goal, and we are tied at 5. Man, oh man. This game has taken all kinds of twists and turns. Foster will pick up a goal to make it 5-5, and there's only 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Who wants to win this one? Face off in the neutral zone. And Columbia, they're trying to come away with the puck. A couple of bodies fall down. Here is Klein. Collinsville has numbers the other way. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett, he'll shoot, and a save by Fitzgerald as he used his whole body to save that shot. That stops the clock with 58.5 seconds left, and Collinsville will get a face-off to the left of Dalton Fitzgerald. Judy in the face-off circle along with Bennett, one by Collinsville, and Kitstein. He gets it to the high slot, but then it's kicked out by Columbia. A blast of a shot from there, but that ends up going off of a body part and it goes well wide. Columbia comes up with it. Here's Axe. Axe comes in alone, takes a shot, saved by Radel. Collinsville, they come away with it. Now we're going to have a penalty called. And looks like it's going to go against Eric Denny. Denny's going to get called for slashing. And that is going to give the Eagles their third power play of this contest with 40.5 seconds left to play here in this third period. Man, oh man, how this game has taken a strange turn for the worse, if you're a Kahok fan anyway. Now I believe Collinsville is going to go ahead and use the timeout, so we'll step aside for another moment, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Well, they gave Eric Denny a double minor for that slashing call. I don't think I've ever seen a double minor on a slashing call, unless it drew some blood. But you know that was right on the glove hand of the Columbia player. But there's only 40 seconds left here in this period, so those 4 minutes is not going to really mean much anyway. So Columbia's on the power play. 30 seconds left to go here in this contest. Glennon Bennett couldn't track the puck down. Collinsville does. It banks off some skates and comes right in front of the Kahawk bench. Kahawks are shorthanded. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett comes in over on the near face-off circle, and Bettis. He's out of the penalty box now, but it doesn't matter. Here comes Columbia with the puck. Here is Royce. Royce comes up the near face-off circle right in front of the net. A shot. That was a save by Radel, and then Collinsville comes away with it as Foster intercepts in the neutral zone. He'll turn around and send it all the way back down the ice, and that is going to do it. A 5-5 final score after the Kahawks were up 5-1 in this context. 4 straight goals in the third period by Columbia. And the Columbia Eagles on the verge of losing 2 points. They come back and they get a point in a 5-5 tie with the Collinsville Kahawks. That is going to do it for us here tonight. Glad that you stuck with us and stayed here for a late hockey game. We're going to be right back here in this very building on Thursday against the first place O'Fallon Panthers. And Collinsville will need to clean up some things because they got a little sloppy in that third period, and they paid for it. They'll get 1 point instead of 2. So a big thank you to Coach Craig Duffy for joining us in the pregame show. A big thank you to Heath Yaxis for joining us on the camera. My name is Todd Duke, and until Thursday evening, everyone have a fantastic rest of your night.